So when it comes to you've got a lot on your plate. So from a perspective of you're a woman, you're an entrepreneur, you actually, you're a leader. There's a lot of people who want your time. There's a lot of things you could commit your time to, and there are lots of good things and lots of good people.
Yes. How
do you really manage your time in a way that allows you to feel like it when you look at the day, go, you know what, I managed it really effectively. It's not just being busy, but what I was able to accomplish with how I managed my time and who I spent it with, what I said yes to, what I said no to.
Yeah, which is becoming increasingly difficult. And I now know, because we look at it, I get 600 to 800 emails every single day now. I am still responding to most of them ridiculously.
I think there's a problem there.
Yeah, but I'm doing it. We have this conversation a lot. It is a major problem because it's being reactionary all the time as opposed to... But the reason I'm doing a lot of that is there's so many kind of loyal fans and readers and people, and I'm kind of like, it's only because of them that the collective is growing and everything. So at the moment, and it's not going to be able to happen for very much longer at all, I feel like it's my obligation and my duty to really engage with them and thank them and nurture them, because they're the people who are spreading the word, and without them it wouldn't be happening. So but I, for that very same reason, I find it very difficult. You'd be the same, because I do so many speaking gigs and things, and you go along, and because I genuinely love people, and I genuinely love hearing what they're doing. So you come off stage, whatever, you have a conversation, and then they think you're the best friend, and so then they say, let's go and have a coffee, and it's like, that's just unrealistic these days. For me, it comes down to value exchange, really. So, and that can mean a whole lot of things. That can be a monetary thing. That could be someone paying me for my time, or it could be that there's a spiritual exchange, or there's all sorts of different exchanges in life, I think, and as long as someone's prepared to meet me, and by that I mean feel like they're my equal and can have a conversation at the same level, and not feel like it's the guru thing and they're just sucking your energy and it's a one way.
What does Matt Church say? Friend tour.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Okay. All right. Yes, I love Matt. It's true. So as long as there's some kind of value exchange, and it's not one of those ones that we all have, which is, I hear you the guru of, can I pick your brains over a coffee? And I'm like, well, that just doesn't work for me.
I get it totally.
So it's just, and I think it's a really important message for everyone, just to value your time, put a price, whether that be monetary or otherwise, on your time.
And I think, and I've written about this a lot, but having the courage to say no.
Yes.
Because I think as women, we love to take care of people.
Yes.
We want to be nice. We want to be liked. We want to, make everyone feel really taken care of.
Yes.
And it can be really hard not to be able to give your time to someone who would really like it.
Yeah.
Or to sign up and be part of something that someone really wants you to be part of. So
of course. But it's also about leverage, and I think that's the reason you write books and you speak, and I write books and I speak and have the magazine, and it's about creating momentum and scale so that people can have that message.
So you can reach more people.
And you don't have these one-on-ones all the time.
Which comes back to just what are my core, what's the big vision? What am I about? What is most important?
Yeah, absolutely. And how do we reach as many people as possible? And of course, I would love to mentor hundreds of people and but it's just not realistic anymore. And it's not because I'm a mean person and I'm trying to but it's just the reality. So,
So just in finishing up.
Yes.
I would just love to, you've been really brave. You've also been really vulnerable. You've had your good times and you've had your not good times.
Yes.
As you look to the future and you think about, Lisa, who am I? What am I about? What's the big vision? What does courage look like for you on a daily basis?
In terms of my big vision?
Yep.
Look, I think for me, it's pretty obvious. It's twofold. It's one, the collective being a brand, to take to the world and show others that it's, inspirational and aspirational, and kind of digging behind the story and making that as big as possible. And then for me personally, it's very much about continuing to be an entrepreneur for entrepreneurs and living my life out loud, which is, that's a courageous thing to do, because you're constantly putting yourself in front of people and telling the really raw, courageous stuff, because I know that helps other people. For years, the media kept saying to me, oh, wow, you've got this, and they ask you the glossy questions, and I sit there and go, yeah, it's all great, and I've written all these books, and it doesn't help anyone, you know. It's the stuff about how I got there and what I went through, and that's the courageous conversation to have, and that's the conversation I'll continue to have, so that it actually inspires others to, you know that they can be weird as well.
Totally. And I mean, you are so authentic. But I think, you know, I mean, the reason I called it Raw Courage TV is like, let's just cut all of the gloss and I'll, you know, just cut to the heart of the real vulnerability of it all at times, and really live from that place. Yeah. Which isn't always easy. It's easy to get pulled away and have our ego and all that get in the way. But but clearly you're doing it. So Lisa, thank you for sitting down with me. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.